So what I do, guys, to stay fit, stronger, and leaner over 50 is I look at people older than me who fucked it up, and then I don't fuck it up. I'm a week away from turning 50, and everybody's always asking me, I get it all the time in public, how are you in such good shape? How is it you aren't on any medications? How is it you have no major injuries? Got a bit of a knee thing, but actually that just came a couple months ago from doing something I really wasn't prepared for. So I figured I'd take a minute here to tell you just exactly how my current life, because I'm not going to tell you what I did in my 20s and my 30s, because that stuff was stupid. It worked until it didn't work, and it worked because it was strict. I'm not strict anymore, guys. So that's number one. I'll tell you, so this, I don't have no notes for this. I'm just going on. I was doing my walk. My brain's fired up this morning. I'm out here in the cold. It's like 4 degrees. Got the tank top on, pair of gloves. And I was like, you know what? I'll just make a video explaining the basics. I'll do other videos explaining how is it that I'm getting more muscle and stronger at 49.11 or whatever the fuck it is. 49.9 compared to even in my 30s. No needles needed. But I can't cover it all today. This will be like an hour-long video, all right? So let's start with this. Preparation. Preparation is number one. Before I go to bed, I know, what am I doing tomorrow? Am I doing my cardio? Am I doing weights? Am I doing yoga? Am I doing stretching? Etc. So I know what I'm doing. From there, I prep what I'm doing. Get my clothes ready. Either the gym clothes, the gym bag, cardio clothes, the heavy vest. I'm not doing a heavy vest today. I get my morning drinks ready. My supplements are ready in the morning and a vitaminder. Instead of having a pill minder like most guys in their 50s, take this heart medication, take that statin. Mine is like full of vitamins. Right? And minerals. So preparation is number one. Number two, every morning I start off with some sort of physical activity. Now, right now I'm only going to the gym 3 days a week on a different sort of program. I'm experimenting with something for the last couple of months. I may go back to 4 days a week soon, actually. But I do my interval cardio, hard interval cardios, 1 day a week out on the track across the street from me. Every day I make sure I get in my steps. Today I'm doing my zone 2 cardio. So I pretty much make sure I start with some kind of cardio. I get my 10,000 steps, and you don't have to do 10,000. I roughly estimated 10,000 steps a day, every day, all the time. Now, to prep for that, if it's leg day, say at the gym, or leg focus day, I should say, we'll talk about that again in another video. I do some stretching at home. I get warmed up. I get my legs warmed up before I get to the gym, so you don't get to the gym and you're like, oh, and you waste 20 minutes like getting ready to work out. So it all comes down to preparation. I know what I'm going to eat today. I'm actually going to go on a, what's called a modified protein, I can't remember what the fuck it's called at this moment. Basically, it's a lot of protein and vegetables for the next 7 or 8 days, just to really kick it up a notch, just for fun. Temporary, then come out of it with a big ass buffet, a breakfast buffet when we go to Harrison Hot Springs for my birthday. So yeah, that's the first thing, guys, is move it, get in your steps. And not just basic walks. I do a heavy vest walk. I do interval walks some days. I'll do hills. Sometimes when I walk, I'll walk, backwards. I'll walk side to side. You got to progressively overload even your walking. That just means over time, you just got to make walking a little bit harder. I'm not saying my walks are hard all the time, but I take some hard walks. Number two, like I said, is weight training. And one of the things I'll talk about really quickly about why I don't have any, major injuries is because I started using old man equipment a long time ago. Because I would sit around, I've been in gyms, guys, for a long time. So I would hear these power lifters and bodybuilders, and they'd all talk about, by the time they were in their late 40s, they were broken, bad shoulders, bad backs, can I do this, can I do that, shattered knees. And I was like, and I'm not even talking like world champions, guys, like just normal dudes who just like the gym. But they didn't stop to think what they were doing. So I said, okay, well, if the straight barbell is, causing kind of not great for your shoulders. So I switched to using like a Swiss bar. If you don't know what that is, Google it. Swiss, S-W-I-S-S, Swiss bar. I use a safety bar for squats. I use a trap bar for deadlifts most of the time. Not all the time, guys. I'm not saying I'll never do flat bed straight bar, but for the most part, I use ergonomic suiting equipment. Next thing I do, and this is where guys, they really are bad at this. If something gets hurt or something goes wrong or something seems off, just go get it checked. Just go get it checked. That's it. I do testing now and then. Not a lot, guys. I've done a genetic test, and from that I took some information, and it changed my diet a bit, changed my training routine, and it changed my supplement routine. I'd say particularly my supplement routine, probably the biggest one I changed from that. Just based on, it showed me that there's certain supplements that I was taking that probably weren't doing anything for me because my body's not good at converting them into active forms and stuff. There's other ones where it's like, hey, you need to add more of this. So I said, okay, seemed to work. The next big thing is I have big goals. Seriously, guys, I got big goals. If you don't know my story, I lived all over Asia for about 7 years. My wife's Thai, and we plan in a few years to move it back to Thailand to open a wellness retreat. I'm talking, and I've been into this shit for a long time, way before. I was doing saunas in like the 80s and the 90s. I was that weird guy back in 2005 in university that would take the cold showers, and I was like, that's just weird. We're gonna open a wellness resort with sauna, cold dips, cooking classes. Look, who's that? Who is that? why you guys interrupting my video? So, you know, we're planning to move back to Thailand and opening a wellness retreat there. So there's that, right? So big goals, guys. And I got goals for this YouTube channel. I got goals for my other YouTube channel, which is DAD and the Fathers of the Universe. Now, I don't know what you might be watching this on DAD. You might be watching on Barbells To Buddhas. I don't know. If you do want to know the difference, one is made for He-Man fans. One is made for Gen X guys who like colorful terms, let's say. But really, guys, that's honestly it. It's getting him. Oh, no. Let's talk about diet. I guess we're going to talk about diet a little bit. Like I said, I'm not strict. Went to the sauna with my friend last night. She took me for my 50th birthday. A little bit of an early present. And I came back and I had a couple of those Joe Louis things, you know. But for the most part, I eat pretty good. I have a good breakfast. And when I say, and I do eat breakfast. So my focus is protein, guys, vegetables. I like carbohydrates. I like potatoes, rice. I mean, we're Asian. Not even yams so much, to be honest. The purple yams sometimes, but I'm much more of a potato fan than yams. But I don't have a strict diet. But I'm just conscious of what I eat. And I have 3 meals a day. I try not to snack too much. And one rule I kind of have for the most part, even though I guess you could call me out on this one too as a liar, I don't drink my calories. I rarely drink alcohol. Thailand, maybe on a beach. Maybe for my birthday, my wife and I will probably, and I'm telling you this literally, guys, I will probably get 1 can of beer and we'll share that can of beer. That's it. Last time I got one when the daughter was born, I ended up, cracked it open, filled our glasses. We each took a couple sips, really asked, and we dumped out the rest. I mean, that's literally how much I care about alcohol. I would much rather have a nice cold glass of kombucha in a wine glass. Actually, that's probably what we'll do for my birthday. Is I'll probably buy a bottle of kombucha on the way up the hot springs. We love kombucha. Well, I do anyway. But yeah, I don't rarely drink alcohol. I don't do a lot of smoothies. Mostly those are just milkshakes. You can do a few if there's some good recipes out there. I'll throw some on especially my DAD and the Fathers of the Universe channel. I throw some of those up there. But I don't drink my calories much. I enjoy my mochas. I like mochas, but this is what I do. And they know me now. I go, I'd like a 12 ounce. I don't get 16. I don't get 18. I don't get 20 ounce. Look, another kid popping up. People just popping up everywhere on me here in this video. Because you know what? They hear things. It's like 7 a.m. So they hear, it's probably like 7:15 right now. They hear me and they're like, what's going on? Who's he talking to? Think I'm having a party out here. But where was I? Oh yeah, liquid calories. Don't really bother with them. Oh, my mocha. Sorry, that's where I was. My mocha. So I walk in. They're like, hey, 12 ounce. I'm like, yeah. They go, skim milk? Yep. Half sweet? Yep. That's what I get. Whipped cream? Of course, because you don't get whipped cream on a mocha. You're a weirdo. But this week, I probably won't do any mochas because I'm actually, like I said, I'm doing my modified protein diet. So I'll give you an example of my meals today. Breakfast omelet. There you go. Number 2 is going to be this delicious red coconut curry. Although I'm going to have to, she likes a really high fat milk, so I'm going to have to kind of drain that out a bit. And I have konjac rice. If you don't know what konjac rice is, guys, I got videos about the 3 tiers of carbs that get jacked over 50, which is good, great, and fucking epic. Make sure you check that out because konjac is the fucking epic. And you got konjac noodles, konjac rice, you got konjac everything nowadays. It's great. That's about it, guys. Just getting in your physical activity, being mindful of what you eat, eating the full spectrum of healthy foods, not drinking your calories, drinking your water. It's something I am working on. Supplements, creatine, you know, vitamin D, basics. I mean, I got a whole drawer full. That's because people keep giving me free supplements. I'm like, I'll take them if they're free, but a lot of them I wouldn't buy. There's a few I have changed since being over 50. I got a video on that coming up too. So my kind of like new supplement routine for dudes over 50, or even if you're 40s, but I would say 50s, kind of like I said, you know, on my birthday at 50, this is what I'm going to start. Because again, I look at things and I go, hey, what is it that guys in their 60s should have started at 50? That's what I've always done. What do guys in their 40s, how should they train in their 30s? How should guys in their 50s train in their 30s? What do guys who are 60s and 70s should have taken in their 50s? Just look ahead, guys. Look ahead at the people who fucked it up and then don't fuck it up. I mean, it's pretty much that simple. So really, that's about it as far as an informal, you know, treadmill walk goes. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick impromptu video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Anything else you'd like to hear about a day in my life, a week in my life, a month of my life, my year, my plans, your plans. If you need some help, that's what I'm here for. All right. So as always, guys, I'm here to help you live leaner, stronger, longer, and a hell of a lot better. And if you're watching this on DAD and the Fathers of the Universe, well, remember, it's time for us to take back the power.